Alright guys, it is Wednesday, June 30th, 2021 at 1:10 p.m. Alright, let's start. Let's start with the Bible verse. We have, but test them all, hold on to what is good, reject every kind of evil. Thessalonians 5:21 through 22. I feel that this verse kind of hits home at what's happening. Hold on to what is good, reject every kind of evil. It's kind of happening around us every day. Just you see so much evil out there, but hold on to what is good. Test them all, hold on to what is good. Reject every kind of evil. Just wanted to share that verse. I'll leave the link for dailyverses.net so you guys can check out the verses. But let's take a look now. We have a magnitude 4.7 earthquake that happened yesterday, 3 miles from the Candelaria, Cuba. So we're having a bit of bigger earthquakes in the Caribbean. Not all of them. Let's take a look here. Not all of them are bigger, but we are having a bit of a swarm happening below Puerto Rico. That's usual. We've been having that for a while. I think for the past year and some change. We've been having a whole bunch of different earthquakes here below Puerto Rico. A 2.6, a 3.8, a 2.8. So the Caribbean has been active. A 2.7 by Dominican Republic. 3.7 by the U.S. Virgin Islands. A 3.5 and a 3.4. So around this area here on the upper right, we've been getting bigger earthquakes, and also over here in Cuba, we've been getting bigger earthquakes. They took it down. They're not showing it right now, but the earthquake over here is a 4.7 that happened yesterday in Cuba. Alright, so that's what's happening in the Caribbean. Let's zoom out a little bit and see what's happening the rest of the United States. Alright, so we got a 3.0 in New Mexico. And then this one is what I keep an eye on this. In Idaho and Wyoming. In this area right here is Yellowstone in the corner right here. So it's always great to keep an eye whenever earthquakes happen in this region. Let's see what else we have. A 2.6 in Washington and a 2.8 in San Ramon, California. I believe it was either yesterday or the day before yesterday that there was like a 3.8 in a 3 point something in California, and people were commenting that they were shocked that it was a big jolt, and they felt it quite a distance in California. Alright, see Alaska, we have a 3.1 in Juneau. See what else. This region right here is known for its earthquakes that cause possible tsunamis. This region right here. Let's see, a 4.8 Alberta, Alaska. Thank goodness it hasn't been totally quiet in the Alaska region. As you see, there's some earthquakes, but it's always great to keep an eye on the Alaska region because you never know when a big one will kick off. Like I believe it was the 7th something that happened earlier this year, and we had to do a tsunami watch and keep an eye on the people there. Alright, so 4.8 in Alaska. Let's see what else we got. Japan, still ringing like a bell. We got a 4.4, 29 kilometers southeast of Naimi, Japan. And then a second one, a 4.2 in Kashima, Japan. They usually have 4s and 5s in Japan. That's usually what rings around Japan. It's 4s, 5s. Maybe 3s, but usually 4s. Alright, let's see what else we have. Hawaii is still doing earthquakes, 3.0, southeast of Fahala. And then we have the Philippines, a 4.7 in Socorro, Philippines, a 4.8 in Sarangi, Philippines, and then a 4.6 in Amahi, Indonesia. Alright, so Hawaii is usually always ringing let's take a look, see how many quakes we got in Hawaii. We got 2 right now that are 2.5 or greater. We have a 3.1 in Pahala, Hawaii, and a 3.0 in Pahala. Who knows how many smaller quakes and smaller intensities, because the USGS caps at a 2.5, but you can also make a thing here to see the smaller degree earthquakes. Alright, let's see what we have here in South America. We have a 5.2 in Easter Island. Okay, so we got a bigger one, a 5.2 in Easter Island region. And then this region of South America, Chile, Peruvian area here, has been ringing for a couple of days. It's a 4.0 in 118 kilometers east-northeast of Diego del Margo, Chile. Then we have a 4.7 in west of Pampa, Argentina. And then we have a 4.0 140 kilometers north of Calama, Chile. So this western region of South America has been making some noise. Alright, then we also have Colombia, a 4.4 11 kilometers southwest of Piedecuesta, Colombia. Alright, at a depth of 138.6 kilometers, so that's pretty deep. Alright, let's see what we got in the European region. Pretty quiet right now. But in north of India, we have a 3.2, 76 kilometers northeast of Leh, India. 10 kilometers in depth. That's the basic depth for earthquakes. So it might just be the natural setup of the computer just saying it's 10 kilometers in depth. Alright, next we have our, from Jet Propulsion Laboratory and California Institute of Technology from NASA, we have the next 5 closest Earth approach asteroids. Let's see, we have 2010 XJ11, which is 180 feet in size, about the size of an airplane. The closest approach to Earth is 967,000 miles from Earth on July 1st. So that's tomorrow, 2021. That's the closest one. Then we have 2021 GM4, about 470 feet in size, about the size of a building. The closest approach is 2,890,000 miles from Earth on July 1st, so tomorrow as well. And then we have 2021 MT1, about 76 miles in size, about the size of an airplane, 76 feet in size, about the size of an airplane. The closest Earth approach is 1,240,000 miles from Earth, and it will be passing by on July 2nd, 2021. Then we have 2021 LE7, which is about 92 feet in size, about the size of an airplane, and the closest approach is 2,580,000 miles from Earth, and will also be passing on July 2nd, 2021. Then we have the last one for the list of 5 near-Earth approaches. We have 2021 LG3, which is 260 feet in approximate size, about the size of a building, and the closest Earth approach is 4,630,000 miles from Earth. It will be passing by on July 3rd, 2021. So these are the next 5 closest approaches to Earth, the next 5 asteroid approaches. So we got to keep an eye on those. It's always great to keep an eye on the closest approaches to Earth, so you never know when something will happen. Also, to keep in mind is these are just the ones that have been found. You got to keep an eye on the ones that possibly just appear out of nowhere. So it's always great to keep your ear on the news and see what pops up. Alright, next we have more than 230 dead in Canada amid unprecedented heat wave, breaking temperature records after temperature records. Dozens of people have died in Canada amid an unprecedented heat wave that has smashed temperature records. Police in Vancouver area have responded to more than 230 sudden deaths within 4 days, Friday through Monday, about 100 more than the average for a 4-day period as of 1:45 p.m. Tuesday. Officers have responded to 20 sudden death calls that day alone. Most were elderly or in underlying health conditions, with heat often a contributing factor. Canada broke its temperature record for a third straight day on Tuesday for 49.6 degrees Celsius or 121.3 degrees Fahrenheit in Lytton, British Columbia. So unbelievably, the heat wave is causing more deaths. 230 dead is a lot of people passing away. Please pray for their families and for the loved ones who have to endure this pain, going through just the heat. The heat just checking people out, and it's sad. Alright, next we have severe storm bring giant hail, floods, and damaging winds to Germany, Switzerland, and France. Severe storms including hail, heavy rain, and gale-force winds hit parts of Germany, Switzerland, and France on Monday and Tuesday, June 28th and 29th of 2021, triggering widespread flooding and damage. In Germany, several road tunnels were flooded, and rail services were suspended around the city of Stuttgart on Monday night, according to police and rail operator Deutsche Bahn. Photo and videos of the event showed floodwaters gushing down the streets while car windscreens were smashed by huge hailstones. Emergency services across the southern states of Rhineland-Palatinate and Baden-Württemberg reported hundreds of emergency calls, included flooded cellars, downed trees, and landslides. In the evening, strong winds tore apart the roof of Stuttgart Opera, while roughly 250 people were still inside the song recital. A huge section of copper cladding crushed the Opera House gardens. Manager-director Oliver Hedkins told AFP no injuries were reported, but the staff was still assessing the damage as rainwater also infiltrated the Opera House. So the people of Germany and Switzerland and France dealing with a lot with this hail and floods happening in Europe. Alright, next, destructive storm hits Moscow after record heat in Russia. Destructive rain and strong winds hit Moscow, Russia on May June 28, 2021, a week after the city sizzled through record heat. Powerful gusts uprooted trees and caused damage to cars on streets, while heavy rains triggered flooding. The metro system halted some lines, while downpours caused very low visibility. The main building of Moscow State University could not be seen through the rain from street view. Lightning also caused a fire at a power station outside the city. Photos and videos on social media showed smashed windows, damaged buildings, torn branches and debris, flooded underpasses, and people walking through the inundated streets. The severe weather came after an unusual heat covered western Russia, causing temperatures to soar to a 120-year record of 34.8 or 94.6 degrees Fahrenheit. So they usually don't get that intense heat, and now they're getting a lot of heat in Russia. Alright guys, let's go back to the Bible verses. Let's go to BibleVerses.net again. Alright, let's just pick one for understanding. It says, "Call to me, and I will answer you, and tell you great and unsearchable things you do not know." Jeremiah 33:3. So it is important to read your Bible, to go to the Word of God and search out things, and He will show you great and unsearchable things that you do not know. Alright guys, so in these times where there's so much chaos going on, please pray for each other. Please keep each other in your hearts. Help out your neighbor. Do good for each other. Be the good that you want to see out there, and help each other out because there's so much going on. But please pray for the people in Russia and the people dying from heat in Canada. There's so much going on, and we need each other at this time. So thank you for watching my videos, and hit like and subscribe for more news, and see you guys next time. God bless you guys.